What's going on, guys? Couple More TV here, back with another video. Today we are going to be covering Tyrese breaking down on the Breakfast Club, and I got something I gotta say about that in regards to black men crying. Let's hear what Tyrese gotta say, and we get back with our 2 cents.
Reese, you deal with a lot of grief. Like I think about, Brother Paul Walker, and I think about
John
Singleton, your mother.
Divorce. Both of my sisters died.
Your sisters. People don't look at divorce as grief, but you did. You lose things, You probably lost a lot of friends when you went through your mental health breakdown. Are you really, have you really taken the time to deal with all of that grief? Or do you just try to stay busy to avoid it?
I'm doing the best I can with every 24 hours I get.
Wow. That is very, very deep. A lot of times, as a man, as a black man, I always ask myself this question: who would save me? Who is the person that is coming to save me? And the answer always remains absolutely no one. What most women in society doesn't understand is that most men don't have a support system around them that they can call and cry on their shoulders and get a pat on the back and say, "Don't worry, everything is going to be all right." Men don't have that.
That's it.
Get some tissue for me, brother.
No, I don't need no tissue. Black men cry.
That's right.
Fucking tissue. Every 24 hours I get, I'm doing the best I can. Beautiful Pain.
Reese, you deal with a lot of grief.
1992. There is no square footage I could ever live in. There is no rims, no jewelry, and no car. There is no net worth. There is no press release. There is no co-star. There is no collaboration in the world that could ever replace my mama. That could ever fill the void of what it's like to wake up and get married and want to be in something for the rest of your life. And it goes away.
You're making me cry.
Seeing this man go through what he's going through, and the internet always try to clown him, because at the end of the day, black men are not allowed to cry in society. Ask yourself this question: when was the last time you heard of a black man getting off in court from a mental issue and they say, well, he was mentally ill, which is why he did what he did? Black men are not awarded that privilege. Most of the time, we're feared. They see us coming. Go across to the street. Hold your bag. There's a savage. You walk in the room. Everybody tense up because, oh, there's a savage in the room. All along, black men have been treated as if we are not human beings. I made a song once, and it was during the Black Lives Matter protests, and I got emotional, but I made a song, and part of the line was like, black man run, then that's a crime. Like going jogging, right? A black man running could be considered a crime, which happened to what's his name, Rashad Aubrey or whatever his name was. Black man running basically is a crime. You try to go jogging, you could potentially be, a criminal, perceived as a criminal running. And it lines goes, black man run, then that's a crime. Bought a house bigger than my neighbors. They think I break in all the time. The struggles internally as a black man, I don't know how to describe it to people. Only another black man can feel what Tyrese is going through. That's why nowadays I see another black man, I always give the nod. I always give the nod. Even sometimes when they don't even look my way. When I see another black man, I give the nod because black man goes through a lot. But the world don't recognize that. They don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going.
I read some tissue. Yeah, I can.
I don't need no tissue.
Man, you US, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I love you.
You've been
too,
holding
brother.
this
Do
in
you
the whole
understand
interview,
how
though.
much power it is in letting it go?
Yeah, because you've been holding it the whole interview. I've been watching you.
You asked me the question.
I did, but I mean, I'm getting you.
You
some
should have
tissue.
never asked the question
I love you.
if you didn't want to see
I love you.
See, Charlemagne is trying to
how
hug it
hard
out.
it's been to get through.
I love you. I love you, black man.
Okay, do you not cry?
Absolutely.
You might not bring it to the radio,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
but this is what being grown
Thank
is.
you, brother.
I'm not doing this.
I need one. My makeup going mess
Nothing
up.
to laugh about,
Hear me.
Charlemagne.
My concealer
Hear
is
me.
sitting today.
Hear me. Black men cry. When divorces happen, women aren't the only one that are devastated.
How much times have you seen the breakdown of a relationship, of a family, and no one ever asks the question, how is he coping? How is he doing? The people that get looks after, which Chris Rock said it, who got love unconditionally in the relationship are the dogs, the women, and the children. The man don't get no love. Society don't care about a man's feelings. Tyrese had to learn that the hard way. I had to learn this the hard way. Society don't give a damn about no man's feelings, and especially if you are of this complexion. Trust me, it's even worse.
When a miscarriage happens, women are not the only one that you should be checking on. When you can't put food on the table because your career goes up and then it goes down, stop calling, skipping over the man, and just checking on the woman.
You know, oftentimes men will lose their jobs or their hours get cut and the money goes down, right? People will call and check on the woman, but nobody says, how is this man coping? But then they're surprised at the unalive rate of men in this country and all over the world, of men that unalive themselves because of the pressures. And all it takes sometimes is just for somebody to show that they care, right? It's either you win and they pretend they love you, or when you lose, they show you they don't love you. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese made his ex-wife the center of his universe, and he's paying for it right now. I'm not saying you shouldn't love somebody, but you got to love yourself first. And if you're not getting reciprocation of compliments, you know, of validation, you got to take a step back and reevaluate who are you pouring into.
This is real shit out here. I'm gonna wipe my own tears.
Makeup. Messing up my makeup, Tyrese.
I love you, sis. When you do things from the heart, it affects heart. To the radio,
Absolutely.
but this is what being grown
Thank
is.
you, brother.
I'm not doing this.
So, y'all see Tyrese got asked questions about his griefs. Charlemagne basically tried to backtrack and take back the question. It hit Tyrese in the heartstrings. He decides to cry. Charlemagne was wrong for going and asking him that, in my opinion. If you know this is a man that is very on edge, dealing with a lot, privately you could have went to him and said, listen man, I see that you're struggling with some things. What's going on? What can I do to help? Because sometimes no matter how much you go to certain therapy, a therapist will not be able to help you. You literally got to help yourself through. Maybe part of the reason you can help yourself is to cry. I listened to the song that he put out, calling the song says, I would still say I do. And after listening to the song, I can tell you that Tyrese put this woman above himself. I think he might have followed Jaheim or whatever the name is, put that woman first. Put yourself first, man. Love yourself first, man. Some of the times we see these memes of women not knowing even what they want to eat. What do you want to eat, babe? I don't know. So how are you gonna put that person first when they can't even make up their mind of where they want to go? They don't know what they want. Their emotions are like this, up and down, up and down, up and down. You are Mr. Straight Shooter. You said you love her. You're not switching up. You made the commitment. Some of the times I don't think women understand how much it takes for a man to put himself second and put a ring on your hand and say, you know what? You're my center of my universe right now. You know, for them, it's a game. For them, it's a wedding day. Oh, the lights, the bridesmaids, the this, the that. For the man, it's a lifetime commitment, you know? And listening to his song made me realize that either he is overly emotional or this woman was a wicked woman. Either way, he is so deeply or was so deeply invested in this woman that he would literally take her back right now if she came and say, okay, let's work on our relationship. Let's work on our relationship for the sake of their kid, right? Because the song says, I would still say I do. And my message to him would be, no, go and work on yourself, you know? Go and work on yourself, because if she hurt you one time, she definitely could hurt you a second, a third time. I only got one marriage in me, and that's all I am able to give to this universe. After that, I will be Leonardo DiCaprio, having fun. You know, I feel bad for the guy because every time you see him, he's trying to express himself and people laugh at him. People laugh at him because at the end of the day, as a black man, you are not allowed to be vulnerable. You are not allowed to cry. You are not even allowed to express your feelings in modern day society because they will call you sassy. You are sassy for talking. You are sassy for having any type of requirements of a woman. You are sassy. That is what they would say. Even him crying right now, I'm afraid to even go to some of these other blog pages comment section because more than likely they're calling him names. You are not allowed to express yourself as a black man. That's why for me, I put it in my music, because people are not going to listen to me talk. Nobody gives a damn. But at least there are people out there that would listen to my song and they'll come back and sing it to me and say, man, I could relate to that. I could relate to that. You know, it's kind of like I made a post on Instagram about him crying. Part of the song was, you know, saying how, you know, black men crying, they tell you to toughen up and stop crying. You weren't allowed. You are not allowed to be vulnerable. Let's get into the comments and see what the people got to say. Both his sisters and mother, I had no clue his industry peers were clowning him the whole time he been going through this. Like I said, they do not care about the black man's feelings. You said a whole word praying for you and your family. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. This one was really deep. I can relate to Tyrese. I myself have shed tears. I myself have come to realize how the world views me as a black man and what I do, because I know that they don't view me as nothing, because I know in this world, in the world and their mind, I am the bottom of the totem pole, even in the black woman's eyes. I put myself at the top of my list. Who I am. I am number one in my world, right? My confidence comes from knowing that I am a human being. I have feelings. And that is what I feel Tyrese needs to apply to himself. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Eat good. Make sure that you work out. Black men out there, love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you guys take care of yourself. Educate yourself. Become skillful at something. Try multiple things until you find your thing. Until next time, guys, Kopamar TV. Have a nice day.